So one of my first memories of the LFL was tryouts. My sister dragged me along and I wasn't really sure what to think about it, but I believed in her credibility, so I went along and I showed up to a real combine. The 40 was set up, there was a shuttle and a broad jump, and people out there that looked legit with their timers, and actually got kind of excited about it. And after I saw Chris Michelson out there, and he had energy and charisma, and it looked like he believed in what he was doing, and so I kind of bought into the program and I absolutely fell in love with it. It was an opportunity to compete at the highest level, or what I thought was the highest level at that point in my career. That was one of my best and first earliest memories. A moment that really stands out to me in my LFL career was playing in Guatemala. I remember I had hurt myself before, but I was in a foreign country. It was an all-star game, and I really wanted to show the rest of the world what I was capable of. And so I went out and I played, not at my healthiest, and it was still one of the most incredible memories because I remember sacrificing my entire body and what felt like sacrificing my soul just to get through a game. And we actually lost that game, which was hard, but at the same time it was a huge accomplishment that I had gone out and competed, on a international level, not just a national level, and it was a really incredible experience. One of the most incredible memories I've ever had of the LFL was, of course, the 2015 championship. And I just remember the confetti falling down, and I didn't feel a single thing on my body. It was just pure bliss, and you felt like you were just floating, and you're crying just uncontrollably, but it's a happy cry. The trophy comes out and it's just shining, and it feels like it's, full life-size trophy. And I just remember hoisting that over my head and looking at the fans, and they're just, it feels like they won a championship. The whole city feels like they won a championship. It was an absolutely incredible experience. Chris Michelson, or as I've called him my entire life, Coach Chris, he's absolutely been one of the most standout people and the biggest part of my LFL career. He was the first person to believe in me and teach me the game of football and really bring out that true love and inspiration. He touches so many people in this league, but I feel honored that he was the first coach that I ever played for. And I continued to come back to him. Even if I left, I still came back and played for him, whether it was all fantasy or just coming back to play for the city of Seattle. He's somebody that, he's kind of like a father figure, and I can't thank him enough for what he's done, in my LFL career, which has translated into my life. And I'm extremely appreciative to have him in my life, not only in football, but outside of it. The advice I would give to the girls coming up in this league is you have to do your own work. You have to hold yourself accountable. That means get in your film, watch film even if coach isn't telling you to do it. Get your workouts in, train, get your diet right, do all this stuff that makes you even more of a competitor, gives you that competitive edge, because honestly, now I look at it as a coach, and it's hard to inspire women and to get them to commit and to really buy into the program, not just on the field, but off the field. So if you ever want to be a standout player, it's not about faking it with your attitude, it's about going and doing the work, and I can't stress it enough. When I look back on my LFL career, I want to be remembered as the hardest hitting linebacker that's ever played this game, and somebody who was a playmaker and knew how to properly form tackle, as you've seen maybe. I took a lot of inspiration and lessons from NFL players, and so my whole goal of why I played this sport and why I played for so long was because I truly wanted to show that these women can play football exactly how the men play.